Hello everyone, welcome to IIT Foundation classes. Right, so we are dealing with number system topic today. So in our previous class we have discussed about that successor, predecessor and even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers and composite numbers also, and we have discussed about that form of an even number and form of an odd number. Okay, so related to, let us see some exercise problems. The first problem which is given is the value of these three numbers, sum of these three numbers. While you looking into the options of this problem, they are given that even number, odd number, either even or odd, neither even nor prime number. Those are the four options which is given for this problem. Now let us look into it. So as we discussed about that sum of two even numbers. What is the sum of two even numbers? Yeah, sum of two even numbers is even, as we discussed in our previous class, right? Same way, sum of two odd numbers. Sum of two odd numbers also even. But sum of one even number and one odd number is nothing but odd number. Okay, so this is the discussion which has happened in our previous class. So accordingly, let us try to solve the problem without adding these three numbers. So first of all, check first number, which is even number or odd number, because it is end with the digit 7, which contains even number, odd number. And the second one is 2. The unit digit is 2, we can consider it is a even number. As we discussed that the number which is exactly divisible by 2 are called even numbers. The numbers which are not exactly divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. So such a way, first number is odd and the second number is even. So as we discussed just, the third condition, even number plus odd number alternates. One is even, one is odd, then the result will be odd number. Result will be odd. Now let us consider the third one. What is the third number, even or odd? It is obviously even number because it is ending with the digit even number. So the number is even. So again, odd number plus even number, again we will get the result as odd number. Okay, sum of two even numbers is even, sum of two odd numbers also even, but sum of one even number and one odd number gives the result as odd number. So accordingly, there are two even numbers. Directly we can take two even numbers, sum is even and it is odd. Odd plus even is nothing but odd. Okay, so let us move on to the next problem. Yeah, let us see. Sum of three odd numbers. Sum of three odd numbers. That means odd number plus odd number plus odd number. As we discussed the condition like sum of any two odd numbers. Sum of any two odd numbers is even. Same way, these two numbers will give even and this is odd. Now see the result, one even number, one odd number. That means sum of one even and one odd number gives always odd number. Okay, so that you have to understand that sum of three odd numbers is odd number. Okay, let us move on to the next problem. See here, which of the following is successor of this number? I didn't give that options actually. So simply we need to find out the successor of 9,89,991. Actually we discussed that what is successor? Successor is nothing but immediately next number. Successor means immediately next number. We will get successor of any number by adding 1. So let us try to add 1 for this number. 9,89,000 successor, 9,89,999 successor is 9,90,000. When you add these numbers, you will get the answer as 9,90,000. Okay, So let us move on to the next problem. Okay, see here, the number of natural numbers between 1052 and 1062. Now let us go through the concept once. How to find the between numbers? Yes, I am taking like A is a number and B is also a number where A greater than B. Sorry, A less than B. That means A value is somewhat lesser than B value. For example, A value 5, B value 20. Let me take an example, A value 5 and B value 20. Okay, is it satisfies, right? Now how to find the between numbers? There is a formula for between numbers, that is B minus A plus 1. Okay, B minus A plus 1. Is it correct or not? Let us try to check. Or else we are having one more formula, that is B minus A minus 1 also will be there. Okay, now I am giving the formula like B minus A minus 1. Okay, by taking an example, I am taking one example like A value is 12 and B value is 17. How many numbers between A and B? These are very small numbers and the difference also very less. So we can directly count between numbers. 12 and 17 between numbers is 13, 14, 15 and 16. How many numbers are there between 12 after 13, 14, 15, 16? Only 4 numbers are there. Okay. So by using this formula, can we find it? So B means larger value 17 minus A means smaller value 12. 17 minus 12 is 5 and 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4. Why should we use the formula? Because these two numbers are very small numbers. We can identify by counting with the fingers also. But if the numbers are given a very huge number, for example 256 and 4098, how many numbers are there between 256 and 4098? In that cases, in particular cases, we can use this formula. Okay, let us see. Accordingly, the smaller number value is A and the bigger number value we can take it as a B. So use the formula B minus A minus 1. So B minus means 1062 minus 1052, which is nothing but 10. And also the formula is B minus A minus 1, right? So 10 minus 1 is 9. Therefore the numbers between 1052 and 1062 are nothing but 9 numbers, which is very, very important. Okay. Let us move on to the next problem. See, sum of least natural number and least whole number. What is least natural number? Least natural number is 1. Because the natural numbers are nothing but counting numbers, we can start counting from 1. And also the least whole number is 0. Least natural number is 1 and the least whole number is 0. And you are asking about the sum. Sum means what? Plus. So 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. See here, the successor of least whole number. Least whole number is, what is the least whole number? Least whole number is 0. Least whole number is 0. And you are asking about the successor. How you will get the successor? Successor you will get by adding 1. So 0 plus 1, which is nothing but 1. So successor of least whole number is 1. Okay. What about the predecessor of least whole number? There is no predecessor of least whole number. Predecessor means nothing but immediately before number. In the set of whole numbers, the least number is 0. 0 before nothing will be there in the set of whole numbers. Okay. So we cannot consider. But the question is asking about predecessor of 0. Predecessor of 0 from the set of integers we can take. Because integers having the values of positives, negatives, 0. So 0 before number, that is nothing but immediately before number is nothing but minus 1. 0 minus 1 is nothing but minus 1, is available in the set of integers but not available in the set of whole numbers. Clear? Yeah. So let us move on to the next problem. See the problem here. The product of first 5 whole numbers. Without doing that actual multiplication, we can say the answer because the question is related like that. Okay, na? First of all, let us write the first 5 whole numbers. What are the first 5 whole numbers? The first 5 whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here what we have to find? We need to find the value of their product. Product means multiplication. So 0 into 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Product of first 5 whole numbers. Sorry, I have taken 6 actually. Product of first 5 whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits, 5 numbers. So when you multiply any number with 0, the answer is 0. First 5 whole numbers or first 10 whole numbers, first 40 whole numbers, the answer is 0. Because the first whole number is 0, when you multiply with 0 with any number, you will get the answer as 0. Okay, let us move on to the next problem. See here, the difference between successor of 105 and predecessor of 106. So let us find out the successor of 105. Successor means what? Successor is nothing but immediately next number. Immediately next number will get by adding 1. So 105 plus 1 is nothing but 106. This is the successor of 105. Now let us go through the predecessor of 106. Predecessor means immediately before number. We will get this predecessor by subtract 1. So 106 minus 1 is nothing but 105. Now see what we have to find. Actually we found that successor of 105 and predecessor of 106. But the question is difference between them. The difference between them is 1. 106 minus 105. Difference is nothing but largest number minus smallest number. So 106 minus 105, which is nothing but 1. Okay. So let us move on to the next problem. See here, question number 9. Sum of 7 even numbers. We have already discussed that sum of 7 or 10 or 1000. Sum of even numbers. First 7 even numbers. Actually the question is sum of first 7 even numbers. Okay. First 7 even numbers. I have given that sum of first sum or 100 or 1000 even numbers formula, which is nothing but n into n plus 1. N into n plus 1. Let us see how many even numbers we want. 7 even numbers. In the place of n, we can use 7. 7 into 7 plus 1. Okay, na? 7 into 7 plus 1 value is 8. 7 8s are 56. 7 8s are 56. Okay, na? So is it possible 7 even numbers? Shall we try by the general method? Okay, let us see. So I am adding the 7 even numbers. So first even number is 2. Second even number 4. Next 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. These are the 7 even numbers. First 7 even numbers. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let us try to add it. 14 plus 12 is nothing but 26. 26 plus 10, 36. 36 plus 8, 44. 44 plus 6, 50. 54. 54 plus 2, 56. So while you are adding like this, it is taking time taken process. It will be the time taking process, so that we can use this formula, because it is given clearly that very smaller values, that is sum of first 7 even numbers. In case if the question is asked that sum of first 200 even numbers, then how? 200 even numbers means from 2 to 400. That means first even number is 2 and the 200th even number is 400. If you add like that continuously, it is taking more time, so that we are using a formula like n into n plus 1. Okay, so let us move on to the next problem. Right, the large whole number preceding 10 power 8 plus 1. Preceding is nothing but predecessor. So let us try to find out the predecessor of this number. So how you get that predecessor? By subtracting 1. So plus 1 minus 1, or nothing but 1 minus 1 value becomes 0, and still we have remains only 10 power 8. According to the options, the 10 power 8 is nothing but this one. We can write 10 power 8 also, 10 power 8 into 1. 10 power 8 into 1 is nothing but 10 power 8. We can write in this manner. So option C will be the correct answer for this question. Okay. So let us go through the next problem. See here, while you solving this problem, just go through the options first. All options are based on that only even or odd. The number is not given in the result. That means we no need to add. We can use the condition. What are the conditions we discussed? Sum of any two even numbers is even. Sum of any two odd numbers is also even. Sum of one odd number and one even number is odd number. So based on these concepts, these three concepts, let us go and solve this problem. See here, first two are even numbers. All are even numbers. Simply we can say the answer is even. Am I right? See here, sum of first two even numbers is even. Third one also even number. So even plus even becomes even number. So the answer is even. But with the odd numbers, it is not possible. That question is already came. Sum of three odd numbers, odd number plus odd number plus odd number. First two odd numbers, sum is odd number. Sorry, even number. Sum of any two odd numbers also even. Even plus odd, which gives odd number. But sum of three odd numbers is odd number. Sum of three even numbers is even number. Okay. Move on to the next question. Look at the question. The difference between successor and predecessor of any number. So by taking or by solving this problem, just take an example. Let the number I am taking as 11. Okay. Successor and predecessor. Let us try to find out the successor and predecessor of 11. Successor is successor of 11. How we get the successor? By adding 1. So 11 plus 1, 12. 12 is the successor of 11, and predecessor of 11. Predecessor will get by subtract 1. So 11 minus 1, 10. The difference. So difference between, actually the question is given the difference between successor and predecessor of any number. I am taking successor and predecessor of 11 and their difference. Difference is 2. So blindly you can take, if you take any number and the difference between successor and predecessor is 2. Okay. So let us move on to the next problem. See here, problem number 13, that is nothing but successor of 1234. Now this time I am writing directly the successor. Successor of 1234 is 1235. Okay, na? Successor of 1235 and predecessor of 1236. Predecessor of 1236 is 1235. Predecessor. So both are same. Answer is 1235. Okay. So let us try to solve the next problem. I think this is the last problem for us. Yes. So the value of 7 minus 7 by 2. what is this value? Value of 7 minus 7 by 2. First find the value of numerator. 7 minus 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. 0 by 2. 0 by anything is 0. 0 by anything is 0. Therefore, the answer is 0. Okay. So, that's it for today, children. Thank you and all. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.